Hi, this is Kristy Robinett of KristyRobinett.com, and today is Monday, November 10th. And today the moon is actually in the sign of Cancer, which can be a little bit of a testy moon. Every sign has its own positive and negative to it. And Cancer is often, the astrological sign, they're often really hard on themselves. They tend to be a perfectionist. They tend to not want to sacrifice for this, that, or the other. And so we tend to take on that astrological sign when it's in that certain moon. So today you might find yourself with a little bit more anxiety and testiness with just people in general, especially those that you might consider the I don't do stupid people. Stupid people. So one really good way to help yourself through that is to protect yourself with the negativity that is all around us all of the time. Even if we are in the most wonderful positive mood, it can invade in our space. So on Facebook, I actually posted just a brief like white protection meditation, and that helps really, really well. What I don't think I put in there that I really like to do is we put this white light around us and we can make that any light that we want. If you're looking for love, or if you're feeling like you need love, you can put a pink light or put a pink hue around it. If you're looking for financial opportunities, you can put a green light around it. If you're looking for healing, you can put a blue light, etc. But one thing that I do is when I put this white light around me, I then turn it down, I dim it. So I shadow myself, or I shadow that light. And we're not taught that in these psychic classes or new agey classes that we take. But for me it makes sense. So take this for instance. I go into Target or a grocery store. I have my white light around me. I'm protected. I might wear a crystal. I don't even have one on today. Normally I do. And then all of a sudden you're like this bug catcher. So you put that out and it's got that bright light and all the bugs are drawn to it. So if you ever walked into one of these, grocery store, Target, Kmart, Meijer, wherever you are, and all of a sudden all these strangers are just like asking you like the most random questions or trying to start up conversation, and especially with the Cancer moon, you don't really want to be bothered. You just are like, you don't want to be rude, but you just don't want to be bothered either. So what I do is I dim it, and I still have my white light around me, but nobody else can sense it or see it. And it is a protective, it's still on a higher level, and it still makes you feel good. You are drawing in the people that you're supposed to, that can still sense that light even with that dimmer, but otherwise you're not having to deal with things that might not be on your to-do list for that day. So I hope that makes sense. Several crystals help with that also. One of my favorites is jasper. You can program it to anything. Jet, black obsidian, tourmaline, snowflake obsidian. I really like that. Amethyst is really, really good too. It helps with a lot of different energies. And so yesterday I kind of had a vent. I talked about a jillion different things, and I apologize. And I cried. Sorry, I'm not going to cry on you today, I promise. But I started thinking about the whole, everybody's on their own road, and the road, we get choices with different paths that we take. Do we take a detour? And our roads aren't supposed to be easy, because there are roads, and if we're just following along on somebody else's road that they've taken, we get bored. We feel unsatisfied. Our soul doesn't feel like it's doing our purpose. But that's hard. And there's times where we do need to rest, and we do need to sort of reacclimate ourselves to our environment and what we want out of our environment. And I mean that emotionally, psychically, and even physically. So right now that's kind of where I'm at. I am going to be doing several different mentoring programs starting in the first of the year with regards to those that want want to involve themselves more into the intuitiveness, and they're going to be small groups. So it's I'm going to do the large classes like I have been, but I'm also going to do a small mentoring group and follow you for the next few months and sort of help foster that with you. And I'm also going to be setting up an author or a writers group also. And so, that is important, that I feel like my gift, my road is to help support other people. And that's sort of what I do to those on the other side, and I do to those that are connecting with their loved ones on the other side. And so I'm taking a different branch. So stay tuned, as they say. Side note, also, I am not supposed to go to Amazon and read my reviews, and yesterday I did, and that was a huge mistake. You can smack my hand. There was someone that did not like Forevermore, and I've read books that everybody have loved, and I didn't like the book. So it has nothing to do with that, but pretty much she beat me up as saying that I was a horrible writer. And that's her opinion. So I can't fault her. That's completely fine. But one thing that I think that people forget when they're behind the computer is that there is another person that's connected to that certain project or that service that sometimes reads it, and that we have feelings and we get hurt. And I don't know. It's the Cancer testy moon that's making me, want to tell people to, maybe back off, instead of being such a mean person, a mean-spirited person, maybe just don't say anything. Is it helping you? Go back. Is it really helping you to say some of the things that you feel the need to say? Is it helping you, or is it hurting somebody else? What is the why? So that's my Monday Cancer testiness. I hope you have a great week. I will probably talk to you in the next couple days. Until then, I believe in you. Have a great one.